The smoke wasn't whether it was malice, curling black from the south cornfield I'd planted with my sister's heirloom seeds and my own weathered hands. Gasoline stung my nose before flames appeared, burning with purpose, not chance. My old fire chief instincts kicked into decades, reading blazes like others read lies. Origin, wind, fuel clear as day. Across the wire fence stood Margaret Klein, Oak Ridge HOA queen, in her navy robe, arms crossed, glasses perched despite the dark. She didn't wield shovels, she swung bylaws. Never said burn it, just improve the view. I didn't shout. Dialed 911, clocked propane tanks, watched the fire snake where it was led. If you felt a neighbor stomp your boundaries, you know the feeling, not anger, clarity. Tonight, the flames tell the tale. The fire hissed spite, each stalk snapping like bone. I froze a heartbeat, sweat dripping, as it ate the South Plot Tower best soil, my sister's golden patch. My mind hit old calls, seconds saving homes. Now it was my livelihood, her legacy. Grab the truck's radio. Nathan Cole, field fire, South Corn off Pine Hollow, near Oak Ridge. Dry, heavy fuel, likely accelerant. Rolled trucks. Dispatcher knew me on's chief, always chief. Sirens wailed as Rusty, my lab, pawed the dirt, sensing loss. Shovel in hand, I dug a brake line, boots sinking in dying earth. Flames leapt, aiming for the ditch me last stand. Margaret stood beyond, not panic-pleased. You call the law? I yelled, throat raw. She tilted her head. Your mess, farm boy. I swallowed rage, gave her no show. Engines roared in. Chief Laura Diaz, my old trainee, scanned the blaze, then the HOA line. Hoses hit, orders flew. Flank the ditch. Guard the barn. Instinct took over. Fire tamed, truth showed. A gas jug scorched, not mine. I gloved up, lifted it fuel heavy. Arson. Margaret's SUV sat crooked. Lights dim, her yard singed with prints. My gut twisted certainty. Diaz saw the jug, cursed and called Tex. Felony, she said. Half the plot was ash skeletons where gold stood. Neighbors gawked, safe behind HOA fences, whispering. Margaret's house darkened, but her eyes lurked. Post-blaze, I paced with a flashlight. Burned grass to her side, a stand-on spot, a store-bought jug. Bagged it, snapped pics, logged wind, soil. No sleep justice needs proof. Dawn showed scars. Rose gone, stopped by my ditch. Say barn, house barely. Found another jug. Navy cloth scraps her meeting shade. No chance. Safe held sister's deeds, my badge, and thermal cam and scarecrow sentry. Nephew's gag with my chief's cap. Footage, 9:15 p.m. Hooded figure from HOA side. Bundle, sparks 3 points. 12 minutes tending, then strolled off. Stiff walk, Navy sleeve Margaret. Printed stills, triple backups. Called lawyer Ben, whole text DA, no nonsense. Off-site copies. Yes. Good. No confrontation. I'll hit the marshal. Marshal Jim Tate came the next dying old colleague. Saw footage, jaw tight. Arson, criminal. Walked the fence. UV trails from her yard. Samples bagged. She's done. Night, 3 a.m., they knocked on her door. I watched afar. Margaret, navy robe, fake tears flailed at me. Showed, jug she blurted, tossed it last week. Slip echoed. Lights flicked on. Phones filmed. Whisper spread. Neighbors dodged eyes. HOA's Tim Vance pale muttered, didn't think she'd go that far. Testify, I said. Ben drafted suits. Damages, harassment, trespass. She'll play victim, he warned. She lit it. I'll light truth. Patrol car parked by her Dravino cuffs, but pressure. HOA cracked. Lisa gray hid eyes. Tim sagged. By ditch, Rusty close. Ashit boots not a spat, a fight. She started. I'd finish. Suburb meets field, you learn signs. Notes began. Barn shadows, smell issues, beautify. Margaret script, piled tractor noise, ugly rose. Rooster near the curb? Crime. I countered. AG's own land, legal hours, compliant compost. Board replies, sniff troubling. Margaret cloaked venom and duty, pitched buffers at my gate, and fake smile. This feeds folks, I said. Saw her control hunger. Letters grew. Audits, kin-hired experts, vague risks. Not truth pretext. Worse, mailbox tag, yokel, ditch clogged. Kids stop buying corn health scare whispers. Wait builds you fold or fight. I fought. Logged all. Dates, pics, reports. Pattern clear. HOA wielded rules to break me. Scare buyers. Forum post. Barn pick. Hazard lies. Isolation hit. Evidence stealed. Rigged SentryCam in chest. Serious after thefts. Footage turned harassment crime. Sparks, trails, matched gripes. HOA hid rot in community talk committees, mass control. Fire was the quiet war's peak. Footage, motives, and flipped whispers to court proof. Handing to Ben, Tate threats became evidence, not revenge accountability. War crept like rot. Mailbox dripped red paint, hick. Ditch jammed, targeted. Sensors up, SentryCammed. Footage, rusty growled. I woke to glow. Figure pride fence, spark sequence. Tended for 12 minutes, left. Margaret's gate, navy sleeve. Backed up, printed. Ben, shield cry fake. Plan, martial criminal, a civil. Tate walks sight, UV to her beds. Her start, night knock. Margaret robe, smeared makeup. Not mine ditched. Noose. Whispers buzzed. Tim, not that far. Testify. Ben, suits against her. HOA. She sparked. I'll expose. Probe turned stage. Cops idled. Neighbors stared. Tate taped the line. Trails pointed her. She flipped. Victim meet. Loyalist sipped. Eyes on char. I watched. Rusty barked. Truth burned her act. Ben's office. Files stacked. She'll counter distress. Pattern, motive. Letters, vandalism, kin funds. Systemic. Invoices tied her. Fraud. Stone gut. Plan malice. Leak clip. Sentry infrared. Her crouch sparks. Forum erupted. Deletes failed. Paper ran. Field fire sparks. HOA scandal. Hated farm view. I wave news off. Evidence speaks. Board split. Lisa quit. Tim testified. Neighbors neared. Henderson's apologized. Voted fear. Noted all. Nights, rusty curled, gas lingered. Sisters vow. Keep land. Margaret aimed to erase. Soil remembered. The court smelled of coffee. Nerves. I dragged HOA into the light. Margaret in a navy suit. Civil first. Damages, torment. Ben sliced. Letters, fake checks, funds to kin. Abuse. Her lawyer. Tiff blew up. Still showed her. Tim pushed us press till breaks. My stand, timeline, footage, fire truth. Doesn't lie. The judge ruled my favor. Damages, HOA stopped. Reporters mobbed. Complicit. Land remembers. Criminal charged. Arson, trespass, fraud. Footage, Sam plus no escape. HOA rotted. Lisa gone. Meetings raged. News spread. Suburb fire exposes tyranny. I stayed quiet-guarded soil. The field showed green tips. Life pushed. Evening. Margaret on porch, sagged hollow. Stared, not smug broken. Her fire burned her empire. Calm in outrage. Victory was ash-cooled. Ruled in my favor. Margaret guilty, 18 months. Board crumbled. Quits, audits. Emails leaked. Her mocking, finding plots. Neighbors brought apples, eggs, and help. Field grew. Her lawn weeded. Trial. Footage silenced excuses. Guilty. The sentence ended her Raina cautionary tale. Porch, rusty at feet piece. Power on fear falls when truth catches. Justice steps slowly. Proof, patience, and stand. What's your take? HOA overreaching or farmer too stubborn? Share in comments, pick a side, spill your thoughts.